Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Chaos Colby Covington, the rise and fall of Chaos Colby Covington. Yes, we are back. Hope you guys enjoy the series because I enjoy doing them somewhat. It's always a little sad when you talk about a fighter's, rise and then they get older. Typically, that's when the fall happens. Sometimes not, but typically. Yeah. So Colby Covington, 17-5, 2-fight losing streak, 36 years old. He'll be 37 in February. 8 finishes, has been finished 3 times now in his career, 12-5 in the UFC. He has, again, 5 finishes in the UFC with 3 finishes on himself as well. So, yeah, he's 2-3 in his last 5 fights, 1-3 in his last 4. One of them was a rib injury on Tyron Woodley. The other one was a dominant decision against Jorge Masvidal, who looked really bad in that fight more than Colby looked really good. He loses to Leon Edwards in a terrible fight, loses to Buckley, and he just, again, I was never shocked that Colby lost that fight at all, simply because of the fact that, his style never matches up great with Joaquin Buckley. Power, great takedown defense. Something that we thought Tyron Woodley could do if Woodley would actually fight. Didn't do that, though. So, yeah. And since 2019, since beating Ryan Lawler, take that fight away, he's 2-4 in his last 5 fights. I think his best performance ever was Kamaru Usman in the first one, and he lost in the 5th. Even though I do think there was some back-of-the-head shots that definitely should have been acknowledged by the referee. Should have gotten some time for that. I don't think he gets finished otherwise, but I definitely see where he's upset a little bit on that one. So, and like I said, him coming into the UFC 2014, 26 years old. Yeah, 26 years old. Gets a big finish. Gets 2 big finishes right off the bat. Beats Mike Kyle by decision. Does get caught in a guillotine there late. Scrambles out of it. Keeps his win. I remember watching that one live on the TV. And then he fights Warlley Alves and just puts that neck right out there. And Warlley Alves snatches that neck and takes it home with him. Now, something I do want to look at is Colby Covington UFC stats. So, here we go. Let's do this. So, yeah, here we go. This is perfect. Let's go here. Adjust this. So, if you look, since the Kamaru Usman fight, which he landed 143 significant strikes, Kamaru had 2 knockdowns, but it was in the 5th round. Colby Covington had 78 significant strikes against Tyron Woodley. Against Jorge Masvidal, he had 94. Against Robbie Lawler, he had 179. Against RDA, he had 99 to 105 with 7 takedowns. Damian Maia, he outstruck. Dong Young Kim, he outstruck. Brian Barberia, he outstruck. So everyone he typically beats, I guess, besides RDA, who he took down 4 more times than he got taken down. So I guess it evens out a little bit. The Kamaru one, he was outstruck. The Kamaru second fight, he was outstruck. The Leon Edwards, he was outstruck. And then Joaquin Buckley outstruck him. So there's a sign there. There really, really is. So, I still stand the fact that Kamaru Usman, the first one, was his best performance, and he lost it. That's his first title shot. I don't care about an interim title shot, interim win. Cool, it is what it is. Beating Tyron Woodley was weird because Woodley didn't do anything. And then the second Kamaru Usman fight, he looked great in the last 2 rounds, but looked like dog shit in the first 3. And then Masvidal really didn't fight, just kind of smirked at him and laughed at him and pointed at him. All those things. Did drop him, which was odd. Let's be real, odd. There's no knockdown on here, of course, because why would there be? And then Leon Edwards, he broke his foot, which, whatever, dude. Whatever. And then loses to Joaquin Buckley. And, as we see there's a ton of just getting outstruck, getting taken down, submission attempts. He's never been a crazy submission attempt person, a fighter, but still. I will say, in I guess 10 years, he's had, 17 fights? The issue with that, ever since 2019, he's fought 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times. 5 times in 5 years. And he's 2-3. So I definitely think this is probably the end unless they give him a lower ranked opponent. He will end his career at 17-5. At 37 years old, I don't see him coming back. Significant strikes landed per minute is 3.81. Accuracy is 38. Absorbed per minute is 3.09. Defense is 54. Takedown average is 3.64. Accuracy is 42%. Defense is 68%. I don't see a way for Colby to come back. I am curious where they still have him ranked. He is ranked. How is he the best striker of all time? 96. Okay. Sure. He's 11th best welterweight. Okay. So who could he get a win over? Realistically. Who could he get a win over? Neil Magny? Okay. All right. Michael Chiesa? I don't think so. Trying to find somebody. Mike Malott. There you go. So he has to go all the way down to 29, Mike Malott, to get a win. And I thought Mike Malott lost his last one against Trevin Giles. So that says a lot. I think he could be Daniel Rodriguez. Congratulations on that. Congrats. But yeah, unfortunately, it's just kind of what happens sometimes at 37 years old. The end is now Colby Covington. So I don't think anybody really should be sad. He had a good run. He had a good couple fights. The Kamaru Usman fights are good. They were fun. The first one I think is awesome. He just goes right at Kamaru. Showed a lot of holes in Kamaru's game, which Kamaru did make adjustments, but Colby was the first guy to be like, oh, you can get to Kamaru if you strike with him, if you throw with him, not if you're waiting. So, yeah, I think that's his best performance. As a fan, I'm curious to know what your guys' opinion on Colby Covington. What do you guys think about him? But yeah, with all that being said, let me know who the next guy you want to see for a rise and fall. Let me know what video you guys would like to see me do next. Fighters of 2024, worst fighter of 2024, like top 10. A ranking of worst fighters in 2024. I'm curious to see if there's a tier list for that, actually. We might take a gander on that one. But as always, guys, stay safe. Tell everybody you love them. I'll see you guys at the next one. Peace.